I've always been a kind of believer in angels, believer in the divine God, just the whole. That's we live for that purpose in life, is to be that divine essence. And so I just allowed that to kind of be more actively a part of my life, and just asking how, what do you want of me? How do I make that come through? And how do I be of service to people? And so that really is kind of how I live my life, literally every day, as a conduit. I'm just a conduit of that divineness. At least I try to do that best that I can. I would say the reality of that is me, because I am truly both, but I am absolutely 100% intuitive and gut led, and always divinely asking for that support and information and listening. Now, for me, I tend to just like get that information just straight down. So I'm not, so it makes it easy to make that connection for me. But it is there's a brain piece to it too. There's a mind, there's a talking to the body. It's very physical as well as divine and angelic. And so I can't speak to anything other than it's the truth. It's the truth. I'd say everyone is blessed with being intuitive, that they you're born in the in from from a creator that gives us gifts, and we can tap into those gifts if we can have the faith and the desire to tap into it, and that intuition. So can you do all of the pieces that they would say an energy healer does? With practice, I'm sure that everyone could. It's just a desire. What's easy, what flows well with you. You can take it to all different places, but everyone has the ability to receive information and be guided, definitely be guided by that divine source. Put out the question of what legacy do I want to live? And when you put out a question that has to do with your bigness, your boldness, your magnificence, uh, the universe starts creating those experiences and that flow to start coming from you in some way. And we just have to be aware enough to be looking for that insight that's coming through, that those synchronicities. I don't call them coincidences anymore, because they're truly not. They happen for a reason. And it's just being aware of that. That is, to me, the key. Is just you're choosing to listen, receive, and then choosing to take an action. The absolute knowingness that you matter just the way you are, and no one can make you, I think you use the word irrelevant, because everyone has a place in this world. We are all, part of a big puzzle. We all have a place, and we all have a role to play. And if we don't play the piece that we are of making life just good and loving and amazing, someone else has to come in and try to fill in those pieces. So we're not all going to be here for the same thing. We're not all going to be changing the whole world for billions of people. But we could. We all are given the opportunity and the wherewithal, the desire to do that, should we choose to do that. And so to me, it's just tuning in and saying, you know what? I am good just the way I am. I before I even get out of bed, I put a question out there. how can I have more fun today? How can I help the whoever I'm supposed to serve today? How can I help them in the best possible way? So those are the kind of questions that I start my day with. And then I don't necessarily worry about how that shows up. I let it show up and be watching. So that's one piece. And then at the end of the day, um, I as I do my gratitudes for what's happened during the day, I look for the evidence of the things that happened from my morning question, and I'll every day really I can feel the joy and the smile in what showed up, not by me saying how it had to happen, the exactnesses of what showed up, but just seeing what presented itself for me in the people that I got to help, the people that showed up in my space, the beauty of the life around us. I cannot go a day without having those things show up and just smile in gratitude for that. Just can't help it. So to me, if you're told that something's not real, but I know this is something that would benefit me and benefit who I am, allow yourself to pursue it. Just you don't have to tell anybody if the people that are around you are saying that's not real, that's not real, that's not real. Too bad. You know what's real. You know what needs to help you and what can help you to be your best you. And for me, that is, 100% angel help. And saints for me. There's a lot of saints that help me in amazing ways. So it's just we have so many resources that are seen and unseen, that have been given to us in this life, and it's just a disservice not to pursue this amazingness, especially of angels. I am not a writer. Was never. That's just never anything in my purview. But I got a nudging one day that was you need to help the kids, and I mean I'm such a kid lover anyway. But you need to help with kids and what you do, and it's like I don't even know what that would look like, and literally within 3 months I got all of the insight that I need, the direction of how kids need help, and it really is the gratitude piece, which is the thank you piece, and the connection with angels to be able to say, you can get help in every part of your life. It's been conditioned out of many of us. So when you're young, know that this is available as part of your life. And so I made it as a book that someone would read to a younger child, so that they could receive that, thank you for helping me be strong. Thank you for helping me, make friends. Thank you. It was kind of put in that form, real simple things that the kids would have to be working through. I have to say, Kim, I was mostly watching yours because those are the ones that really resonated with me. The I am grateful, exquisite flow, the couple of wellness ones, fabulously fit. So those are the ones I went to first, and I could feel very quickly within a matter of doing this for a couple of days, I could feel a difference. And even though I do all these things that get myself really in a really positive, good state, that's just how I operate anyway, I could still tell a difference when I watched it and when I didn't watch it for how the day would flow. And so for me, it really was okay, I can feel the difference. So how early do I want to make sure that I start that in the day? And I would do it. It turns out I would do it after I would I would do my question in the morning. I would get up. I do need to get at least 15, 20 minutes of exercise in. That's just part of my getting to things to flow. I do a lot of my talking then too, it turns out. um, and then and then I will watch my first positive prime. And then depending upon how the day is going, if there's something particular that I'm needing to deal with, I'll watch one or two more, depending on what that is. If it's again, I watched one before, before having the interview, because this is not easy for me at all. I get so worked up and nervous. You guys are wonderful because you make it easy. But I had to do, stepping into your celebrity. I watched mine, becoming your magnificent self, because it puts in all of that you've got this feeling. And so just depending on what's going on, I'll pick the next one that helped me to watch, because I don't have to think about it then. I know it's doing the work. I know it's putting my brain and my body in the state that it needs to be in for me to do what I want to do most effectively. And start with you. Start with yourself. You don't have to be worried about the whole rest of the world. Just start with you. And it's like you can be in a small little space and just, like I said, breathe into your heart and listen to what is the next step that would be useful, that's benefit you for feeling safer, feeling more happy, feeling connected. Just worry about that. Just start there, and then you'll have the space and the safety and the comfort and the happiness to step out to those next pieces, and then you can step out to the next pieces. But each day you've got to take care of you and listen and do what you need to do for you first.